Hey guys, it's Sunday and it's time for my mental health vlog. Just got out of the shower because my boyfriend and I spent 6 hours at the house today rearranging some stuff and getting stuff ready for a garage sale and selling some furniture and cleaning and moving stuff. And that house is taking a lot of time. And it was hard today because my boyfriend, oh God, y'all, when it rains, it pours, and I am so tired of being wet. So let me back up a little bit. My boyfriend's been having some issues with his leg, like slowly losing feeling in his leg. Now the entire thing is numb. Finally went to the doctor last week. Doctor took an emergency MRI, or scheduled an emergency MRI. Got the results a couple days later. His doctor sent him to an orthopedic surgeon. Orthopedic surgeon was like, yeah, you're having surgery Monday, tomorrow. Because he's got something going on with a nerve in his back. It's an outpatient surgery, so it's not super major. But, my boyfriend is currently hobbling around with a cane, bless his heart. And he's still busting his butt trying to help me with the house. And I'm just so in awe of his ability to just roll up his sleeves and help. And it's frustrating that I'm not getting that level of help from the other person whose actual name is on the house. I know he has a lot going on. We all have a lot going on, but there's stuff that has to be done. And the lack of effort has made me very angry. And I'm trying really hard not to be angry. When I'm dealing with the house, I'm trying really hard to keep my emotions out of it. Going in, doing what I need to do, getting it done. But it's frustrating when so much was left to be done. And currently, there is a promise on the table from my ex to get everything of his that is remaining, that has already been packed up for him, remaining out of the house by the end of the month. Well, now he has this sprained ankle, so I don't know if that's going to happen or not. And if that doesn't happen, that's going to screw up a whole bunch of other scheduling stuff that we have going on to try and get the house on the market in September. Because we have to have garage sales, we have to sell furniture, then we have to replace carpet, make small repairs around the house. Then we can get it listed. So we're still weeks away from getting everything done, because I only have really one day a week that I can spend at the house, and that's Sunday. And I've spent my last several Sundays working on the house. And it's just frustrating. And I hate complaining about it, because I hate complaining, period. But trying not to be upset about it and trying not to be mad at it takes an awful lot more energy than it should. So there's that. And talking about the rainstorms that I'm having, on Friday, my mom had to put her cat down. She was a sweet old cat. Yesterday, my boyfriend had to put his cat down. So another sweet old cat. Well, not really sweet. He was a cantankerous old effer, but he liked me. He liked my son. My son was with us when we went down to the house. We had planned on just going swimming and checking on the cat, but it turned out the cat was too far gone. So my boyfriend and his mom went and took him to the vet to take care of him. And my son and I just stayed and played in the pool, tried to keep my son active and happy. And then after the pool, I took my son home, and then I came back because the vet took a long time. I came back and picked up my boyfriend. There's just, you ever have so much going on that you can't. I'm not handling my stress very well. Again, I bit off all my nails. I've ripped off a couple of my toenails. And I honestly almost stopped yesterday for a pack of cigarettes. So close. And I just decided it's not worth it. Because I know me and cigarettes, and it only takes one. And I'll start smoking again. And my health and my pocketbook cannot afford to start smoking again. And I don't want to do that to my son. Because he was really happy when Papa stopped smoking and stopped vaping. So I want to make sure I'm making that positive influence on him. I love that little turd. He's getting so big. When I was at the house today, some kids came to the door asking, do you have this item? It was a piece of furniture that I had listed on Facebook Marketplace. And it totally threw me off. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, have I spoken with you? Have I given you my address? Have I arranged for this meeting? Where's an adult? And it turned out that it was a neighbor who recognized me in the market, my picture in the marketplace, and she had actually messaged me about it. And I was just so happy to see her because I haven't seen her or her kids in forever. But her kids had gotten so big. Like the youngest wasn't even talking last time I saw them, but they were all just there. It was great. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad y'all came over, and I'm so glad I got to see them. And I can't wait to tell my son that I got to see them and that they said hi, because my son used to play with them all the time. And I was like, of course, I'm selling you this furniture. I've tried to give it to her because it wasn't something that I was charging a whole lot for. I tried to give it to her. I'm like, here, just take it. And she's like, no. You had it listed. It was for sale. I want to buy it. I'm like, okay, fine. So I did help carry it over to their house, though. And they caught us just as we were leaving, because we had been at the house today for 6 hours, and we were just about to leave. And then they knocked on the door. Like, we were walking out the garage, and I heard the knock on the door and the doorbell. I'm like, crap. Because I thought it was somebody that had, flaked earlier on picking up furniture. Because there were a couple of flakes today, but, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm exhausted. And we have to get up early in the morning to take my boyfriend to surgery. And he's so mad. He is so mad. He keeps saying, I'm just worthless at a time when you need me to be active and mobile, because we have so much going on in next month. We have essentially 3 moves happening in September. We have my boyfriend moving out of his house into the rental house. We have him moving out of his storage unit into the rental house. And then we have me moving out of this apartment and into the rental house, because we're moving in together. On top of that, we're trying to do everything with the house and Katie. We're planning on having the garage sale in like 2 weeks, and there's a lot of stuff to go through still, just to set up for the sale. And there's still stuff to move. We're moving some stuff out of the house and Katie to the storage unit. So I guess that's 4 moves. Oh. And I have reached out to our friends, because I'm like, there's no way that I can do this essentially on my own, with him being temporarily crippled and then recovering from surgery. There's just no way. So I reached out to some friends, and I've gotten some people who offered to help us, set up for the garage sale, or help move stuff, or help on moving, and it's been amazing. Some guys from my group are also helping, and it's just amazing. It's comforting to know that I can always count on friends. I feel like I've always been the friend to offer the help, so it's nice that I can be the friend to get the help when I need it. You get what you give. So, mental health wise, I've increased the frequency of my therapy appointments. It was every 3 to 4 weeks. Now I'm doing it every 2. Just to help me get through this really, really stressful time. And I'm not really taking super good care of myself. I'm not eating right. I'm not taking any time, for me. I'm not doing my self-care. And I know that that's bad. But like the extent of my self-care is going to my meeting on Thursday and taking my medications and eating sometimes and spending time with my son. Like that's right now, that's the extent of my self-care, which is still some, so it's not bad. But I definitely need to focus more. So that's my world. That is everything that is going on. And to top it all off, my hair looks like shit because that purple, this was that purple. This all right here, this was that permanent purple that just crapped out. So I got a different brand I'm going to try some point this week when I have time to color my hair. We'll see. All right, guys, that's all I got. My boyfriend is ordering teriyaki, and I don't know how far away it is, but I'm hungry, so I hope it's close. Check on your friends, make sure they're doing okay, and make sure if you do hang out with them, probably best to wear a mask, just because of the Delta variant, and we don't, it's more aggressive. So try to protect yourself and try to protect your friends as much as possible. Absolutely get the vaccine if you have not done so yet. And shame on you if you haven't. Check on your family, make sure they're doing well. I got to FaceTime with my aunt the other day and my sister. It was my aunt's birthday. Love her so much. She's actually looking at moving down to be with the rest of my family in South Florida in Central Florida. So that'll be nice that when I visit, everybody will be there and they won't have to worry about driving back and forth. But check on your family, make sure they're doing okay. And I feel bad saying this, but check on yourself. Make sure you're doing okay. Make sure you're doing your self-care, because right now I am not. And I feel it. So do your self-care. Remind me to do my self-care. All right, guys, that's it. I love you. It's going to be a crazy week. I really hope everything goes as planned. I really hope the surgery tomorrow is super successful. It is one of the best spinal surgeons in Houston, and Houston is like the mecca of medicine. So I'm very confident, I'm very confident. That's all I'm going to say. I'm very confident. All right, I love you guys, and I will check with y'all next week if I survive this week. Bye, guys.